Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a good Saturday. We have got 4 breaks on tap tonight. We're going to break them a little bit out of order because there's a tremendous amount of unpaid stuff in a couple of breaks, and a couple of the other breaks are all paid up. So we're going to break the ones that are paid up first, and then we're going to have to put off some of these others in hopes that some of this payment comes in, because there's a couple of these that have, oh gosh, probably close to half the teams unpaid. So if you happen to be one of those people who hasn't paid your bill yet, please go pay your bill, please, so that we can eventually get everything broken tonight without too much trauma. Before we start ripping, there is a little bit of information to go over, so let's go ahead and get rolling with that. Feedback, 100% automated. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. It's a win-win in that regard. And of course, the second thing there is a big thank you. Always appreciate you bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me, keeping me company, all that kind of stuff. So thanks everyone for that. This is a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night is an off night, no breaks tomorrow. On Monday night, we'll break another case of the Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball. On Tuesday, it'll be a half case of TriStar Autograph Mini Football helmets and a 12-box inner case of certified football. On Wednesday night, that's a new release night. We're going to start at 8:30 Eastern, which is 5:30 Pacific. We'll open a full case of Tribute Baseball and a 9-box half case of Donruss football. In the Donruss break, base cards do not ship to the teams. They have their own bidding spot. On Thursday night, we'll open a half case of Gold Standard football. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. We will open another 10-box inner case of Contenders Optic basketball and a 5-box half case of a 5-box full case, of Immaculate Collegiate football. I'm just so used to, cases being even numbers. I saw the 5 and I mentally checked out there for a second, didn't I? Here's what you need to know about shipping and so on for tonight. So all of our breaks are paid shipping breaks, and that means 2 things to you. The first thing is that if you are in one of these breaks and you end up getting skunked, meaning you do not pull a card of any sort, base or otherwise, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have cards in it, consolation card or cards, and those will ship out when the rest of the break goes out. The second thing you need to know is that I am anticipating that these should be on the way to you no later than Wednesday, barring any unforeseen consequences, and hopefully sooner, but really should not be any later than that as far as I can project out at this point in time. Now, bear with me here for a second. I'm going to see which of our breaks are all paid up and which of our breaks we're still waiting on people to pay their bills for, and then that's going to help us figure out which break is actually going to go first tonight. So it looks like both of the Immaculates have a massive amount of unpaid teams right now. So I guess we will just go ahead and start off with a little encased basketball. How about that? I think that seems like a reasonable plan of attack. So let me get the encased spreadsheet queued up here, and we will start off with that one. So this is a 4-box half case break. These are loose boxes from a shared case. I do have, I think, some more sealed cases of this as well, but these distributors, they'll give you a case or a case and a half or 2.5 or whatever. So tonight I just decided to clean up a little bit of that. So these are loose boxes from a shared case. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Saturday night, the 3rd of August. And of course, we've got team names on one side, our winning bidders across from each team there on the opposite side. And we'll just have to kind of wing it tonight in regard to our order that we break in. We're going to wait and hope that some of these folks that haven't gotten around to paying their invoices will pay them. Otherwise, we're going to have probably a really long, hard siege of trying to sell a bunch of stuff in chat if we can't get some of these payments in while we're breaking other stuff. So encased, if you haven't opened this before, it's a lot of fun. It's got a graded card in here, and of course also base cards and other cards that are not graded. But it's a pretty cool little product. I think the graded cards are generally what we're all the most excited about. But it does have 4 hits in total per box, 2 autograph and 2 memorabilia. Oh, and I forgot to say this, by the way, guys, but you probably noticed the background went out of focus there a little bit a minute ago, and that was by design because I like to look at the cards up really close to the camera. And the best way to accomplish that is to manually set the focus. So don't sweat the background being a little blurry. The foreground is what we're going to care about here in a minute. Alan J. Alan J says, pay up, suckers. You're too funny. Oh, goodness. So, well, Frank, I understand, but the issue is, I can't really do a break that has half the teams unpaid. So none of these breaks tonight are very long. But I tell you what, if you are, drastically upset about the fact that the order has changed, just let me know what teams you have. I will happily refund you, and we'll just add your teams to the list of ones that need to be resold. So it seems like you're very upset that things are out of order. So if you would like to do that, simply type in what your eBay user ID is, and I will gladly just go take care of that for you. Okay? And then that way we can enjoy the break, and you won't have to have the stress. All right, so we have a base card in each one of these as well. And this is numbered to 99. It is Devin Booker coming out for the Phoenix Suns. Behind that is Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is here for the Lakers, and that is numbered to 99 for a relic. Nerlens Noel and the Oklahoma City Thunder, numbered to 25 with a tricolor patch. And then for the Spurs, it is Sean Elliott, and that is numbered to 99 as well. Well, Frank, again, I'm sorry that you are unhappy about that, but the order is not set in stone ever. So, again, I'm offering you a refund. So you're talking about you're going to go to corporate eBay in San Jose when you've been offered a refund prior to the break. So I think right now you might be a little bit, maybe just making this a little more complicated than it needs to be. So if you want to be refunded, just tell me right now and you'll be refunded. This is numbered to 99. It is Vucevic and the Magic. Next up comes Marvin Bagley for the Sacramento Kings, and that is numbered to 99 with a relic. The Clippers and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, numbered to 99. Followed by Jason Kidd for the Dallas Mavericks. And Jason Kidd here is numbered to 25 as well, with a nice looking relic and an autograph. Well, I understand, Frank. So if you don't want a refund, that's fine. Then I don't know what you're going to contact eBay corporate about. Again, there is no set order for these breaks in any given night. So the only promise is that they will break the same night, and that is what we're going to do. The fact that we're doing them slightly out of order, I understand, is an inconvenience to you, and I have offered you as a result a full and complete refund. You have rejected the full and complete refund, so that is the best solution I can offer you. And if you don't want that solution, I am sorry to hear that. That is numbered to 99. It is Jamal Murray and the Nuggets. Here comes Fred VanVleet out for the Toronto Raptors, numbered to 99 with a relic. Siakam, another Raptor. We got back-to-back Raptors, and that is numbered to 99 with another relic. And here comes Alston. Alston for the Magic, numbered to 99. Frank, again, they're all going to break tonight. They're simply breaking in a slightly different order. You're not going to miss your break. Your break is going to happen. I've offered you a refund because you seem to be so upset and you're being somewhat disruptive in chat. So I have offered you a 100% complete and full refund for your inconvenience. You have declined that, so that is the remedy. So if you want that, then let me know. And if you don't, well, that is the remedy. Well, indeed. Numbered to 99, it is Julius Randle and the New Orleans Pelicans. For the Hornets, here is Biyombo, and that is to 99. Giannis, the Greek Freak. For the Milwaukee Bucks, also numbered to 99. And then we have the Spurs and Lonnie Walker, numbered to 99, with a relic and an autograph. Now we're going to take a look at our graded cards. First out, this is for the Portland Trailblazers. It is Anthony Simons. We have an autograph grade of 10, a card grade of 9, and the card is numbered to 5. So a nice low-numbered parallel there for the Portland Trailblazers. Well, Frank, it says in the listing description that I will be breaking this product and all other products that end on the same night. So the listing description quite clearly states that there will be multiple products breaking in the same evening. This is for the Timberwolves. It is numbered to 25, card grades to 9.5, autograph grade to 10, and that is Bates Diop. Trae Young, that's what you want if you have the Atlanta Hawks. It is a graded Trae Young. It is numbered to 25. The card is graded to a 9, the autograph grade to a 10, and that's exactly what you're looking for if you have the Atlanta Hawks. Then we have Mikal Bridges. It is numbered to 75, and it is graded to 9 on the card. The autograph grade is to 9 and numbered to 75. So that finishes up Encased Basketball. Let's go ahead and recap that, and then we're going to move on down the road here to our next break. So Giannis, that is the Greek Freak, of course. The Bucks, numbered to 99. A nice Jason Kidd autograph and relic for the Mavericks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers. The Kings and Marvin Bagley. Sean Elliott and the Spurs. Nerlens Noel for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Lakers and Brandon Ingram. Next up, it is Lonnie Walker for the Spurs, Biyombo for the Charlotte Hornets, Alston for the Magic, Siakam and the Raptors, and Fred VanVleet for the Raptors. And to recap our graded cards, we have Mikal Bridges for the Phoenix Suns, Trae Young for the Atlanta Hawks, which was a very nice hit, Bates Diop for the T-Wolves, and Anthony Simons for the Trailblazers. All right, so that has got us squared away on Encased Basketball. And let's figure out here and take a look and see if we've managed to get anybody to make their payment yet on some of this other stuff. I think, guys, we're probably going to have, it looks like maybe quite a few teams available in chat in some of the other breaks this evening. But for now, we do have one other that is reasonably well paid up, close enough that we're going to go on and roll onward with it. So one more time, expecting this to ship out to you approximately Wednesday. And if I can get it out faster than Wednesday, I will happily do so. It should not be any later than that, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Once again, if you get skunked, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship with the rest of the break. So next up is Majestic Football. This is a full case break. It is break number 2. This also ended on eBay today, as is everything that we opened. It is Saturday, the 3rd of August. Our team names are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team there on the opposite side. And this time, Wednesday night, when we opened this first case of this, was kind of crazy because we had an incredible amount for one player that came out of one case. Like, it was a stupid amount. And that was for the Broncos. We had 4, I think it was, Philip Lindsay's come all out of one case. I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And hopefully tonight we're going to find a little better card distribution in here. This is another product that doesn't take an incredibly long time to break. There's only 2 packs per box. There are 4 cards per pack. So even though it is a quote-unquote full case, it's, again, relatively quick. Most everything we're breaking tonight is about the same length of time to break. Nothing is going to be, we don't have any long breaks tonight. By design, so that I can make sure to get all your stuff shipped out to you in a timely fashion. We have to mix in a few short nights with the long nights. Oh, you got some nice stuff. Well, I'm glad to hear that, MT. Excuse me, MT Howard. I'm glad we got you some nice things there in encased. Congratulations on your hits. Alan J, you need LA Mojo as in which? As in Rams or Chargers or both? Did you pick up both tonight? So maybe they're both going to be heading your way, perhaps? You got both. All right. Well, that's the way to cover it, man. Got the Los Angeles area covered. So here's our first card out, base card. And I notice it's got a little bit of a bad upper right and a little bit of a bad lower left there. This is DeAndre Hopkins. It is numbered to 50, and that is for the Texans. Next out for the Bengals, it is Stanley Morgan Jr. That is numbered to 49 to get Cincinnati on the board. And here comes a nice one for the Steelers in that it's numbered to 5. It is Benny Snell Jr. Really nice relic, a piece of the logo there. And then, of course, the autograph to go along with. The Redskins. The Redskins hit with Chris Thompson. That one is numbered to 25 with a relic. All right, our base card out of the next one. Again, we've got kind of a not great upper corner there. That is Jimmy G, numbered to 25 for the 49ers. A redemption, which we're going to hang on to. We're going to keep it up here in housekeeping, and we will flip it over at the very end of the night, find out what's on the other side of it. Tony Pollard to 199 for the boys, the Cowboys. And here come the Seahawks. The Seahawks are numbered to 49. That is DK Metcalf. Shannon. Hi, Shannon. You need some Eagles? A little Philadelphia Eagles love? All right. Well, let's see if we can get you some Eagles love then. This is Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs. It is numbered to 25 on our base card. Just realized I stacked 2 of our hits over there with our base. For the Jets, Keyshawn Johnson, numbered to 5. Wow, low number. Got a little piece of a laundry tag in there with your other relics, 4 relics in total, and a low numbered hit for the Jets. Comes a second, Benny Snell Jr. for the Steelers, numbered to 49. Maybe he's going to be the player we find in multiples tonight. Dak Prescott, Cowboys, to 49 with a relic for the boys. AB Breaks, you've got the Jets. All right, man. Well, you're off to a good start then, I think. Our base card is Jarvis Landry out for the Browns. All these seem to have just, I mean, it's very minor, but all these seem to have like minor imperfections in that upper right-hand corner for whatever reason. That is numbered to 75. Gardner Minshew. Well, he's a guy you don't see very often. To 49 for the Jags. He hasn't come out too often out of really any products so far at this point in the season. Steven Jackson and the Rams. That is numbered to 35. The Vikings and Alexander Madison, numbered to 25 with a big 2-color relic there and a large one too. Samantha, I know I don't speak perfect English by any means, but but I do try not to go too far off course. So same problem, guys. That upper right corner and gals just a little off tonight in these. Kiko Alonso to 50, Miami Dolphins. Little Jordan Humphrey, numbered to 49 for the Saints. Little Nola. Steelers have another one. Villanueva, Alejandro Villanueva to 99 for the Steelers. Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, not the Josh Allen rookie for the Jags, but last year's rookie Josh Allen, numbered to 25 for Buffalo with a 4-color relic. We barely eked out the 4th color with that little strip of white down the side there. Our base card out here, same theme, upper right. Jared Goff for the Rams to 25. Green Bay Packers getting involved, numbered to 99. That is Dexter Williams. Darius Slayton, Giants to 199. And then the Vikings to 49 with Alexander Madison. This is Marlon Mack. It is numbered to 25 for the Indianapolis Colts. Devin White for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, numbered to 99. Irv Smith Jr. to 199 for the Vikings, dual relic. And for the New York Giants, Daniel Jones to 49. Wish that had been signed for you, Giants. You got to figure that kid's going to get on the field sometime before this season is over. I just can't imagine Eli going the whole season. I mean, maybe he will, but I would be surprised. Upper right again. That's Vikings, Harrison Smith to 50. Giants again, DeAndre Baker, numbered to 99. Damian Harris to 5 for the Patriots. Ooh, you got a little piece of the logo there too. It's the edge of probably the hat, I'm going to guess, to 5 there. Mike Williams to 49 for the Chargers with a trio of relics. So we got you a little something, Alan J. We haven't gotten you much yet. We got 4 packs left to try to find you something else in there. We hope. T.Y. Hilton and the Colts, numbered to 75. The Miami Dolphins, numbered to 199. That is Preston Williams. Marlon Mack to 49 for the Colts. Quad relics and autograph. Followed by Dick Butkus. Oh, there you go. Dick Butkus, numbered to 49 for the Bears. A little throwback thread for Chicago. Oh, yeah, we did have. Did we have a Ram? See, I already forgotten about the Rams autograph. Alan J., I told you, you know, I only remember them about long enough to say them out loud. It's about as far as I remember them. So, well, good. We got you something else, too, then. There's Andy Dalton, same as upper right on almost everything tonight is just out of whack. It's numbered to 75. So that kind of had to be some sort of production issue would be my take on it. Here comes Michael Vick, numbered to 2. Wow, Falcons. You may not hit a lot in here, but Michael Vick to 2 is nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure. Another redemption. So let's set our other redemption up here at the top. And again, we'll flip that over at the end of the break and check them out. Andy Isabella, numbered to 25 for the Arizona Cardinals. And then we have Kenny Golladay, Kenny G, for the Lions, numbered to 75. Oh, so Frank, is this your break then? Well, then actually you're getting your product broken earlier than it would have been if we had gone in order, because this would have been the last break of the night if everyone had paid up on the earlier break. So I guess it's going to work out for you after all. This is Drew Sample, numbered to 25 for the Bengals. So at least we don't keep you waiting too long. Ryan Kerrigan, numbered to 10. That is the Redskins with 4 relics and an on-card autograph for it. And then we have LT, Lawrence Taylor, for the Giants, and it is numbered to 49. The Michael Vick, I know, right? That was nice. They kept Michael Vick out of the products for a long time. Well, kind of for obvious reasons, you know. He went to jail for the dogfighting ring and all. But now that he's been out of jail for a while and rehabbed his reputation and him, you know, his whole whatever, now they've got him back in products. But you still don't see his autograph come out very often, even though they are putting him back in things. Numbered to 75, it is Amari Cooper and the Cowboys. For the Rams, it's Taylor Rapp, numbered to 99. And that is also headed your way, Alan J. So your LA spots are doing pretty well tonight. Troy Aikman, and Troy is numbered to 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. And next up is Kyle Rudolph. Kyle is numbered to 49. Now, we have got a couple of redemptions that we're going to flip over. We will find out who is on the other side of those redemptions. And then we're going to head over to the Panini website and find out what they're numbered to. And, of course, we'll verify the teams and all that as well. So let me get the Panini website kind of ready for us to take a look at here. And then I'll flip you over here on the same page with me. And we will find out what we need to know in just a second. I got to flip them over first, though. Of course, we have to see actually what's on the other side before I can roll us over onto the other page anyway. So let's take a look. This is Tyreek Hill, Capstones Gold. That is coming out for the Kansas City Chiefs. And next up is Paris Campbell. That is rookie scripted swatches. And Paris Campbell is a Colt. So we've got the Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. What we're going to do right now is roll over to the Panini website. We're going to find out what each of those are numbered to, and we'll verify the teams so that you don't have to take my word for it that it's the Colts and the Chiefs. We're going to take Panini's word for it. We're going to let them show us what we need to know. So the first one I'm going to look up is Paris Campbell, and the card set on that is rookie scripted swatches. And let's get over here for that. And it is card number 117. We're scrolling. That is the Colts, and it is going to be numbered to 199. So we had our team right, and to 199 whenever Panini manages to get it in the mail to you. Capstones Gold is our next card set. And Capstones Gold here is what? Card number 40 is going to be Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill in the Kansas City Chiefs is number 225, the big 25. So all in all, not a bad case of Majestic. I feel like they did a little bit better job this time getting things sorted out for us, and not quite, 4 of one player and that kind of majorly crazy stuff that we had out of the first case. So let's recap it. We have Taylor Rapp for the Rams, Drew Sample for the Bengals, Andy Isabella, Cardinals, the Michael Vick, that is really nice. For the Falcons, it's numbered to 2. And then the Indianapolis Colts with Marlon Mack. And you got a little piece of the logo there with Damian Harris for the Patriots, numbered to 5. There's Irv Smith Jr. for the Vikings. And here is another Viking, that is Alexander Madison. Dexter Williams for the Green Bay Packers. Alejandro Villanueva for the Steelers. Keyshawn Johnson and the Jets. Tony Pollard and the Dallas Cowboys. The Seahawks and DK Metcalf. The Redskins with Chris Thompson. Benny Snell Jr. with a piece of the logo, so that's also another nice low-numbered one, to 5 for the Steelers. Stanley Morgan Jr. for the Bengals. Had a couple of redemptions. Tyreek Hill, Kansas City Chiefs will be to 25. Paris Campbell and the Colts will be to 199. Kyle Rudolph and the Vikings. The Cowboys and Troy. Wait a minute, that's not right. Yes, that is right. That's Troy Aikman. See, I was so out of my having an out-of-body experience with everything that happened tonight. I didn't even remember that we hit Troy Aikman to 10 for the Cowboys. That's, all right, there we go. That is a nice hit that I didn't even register that we hit. How about that? Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. For the Redskins, that is Ryan Kerrigan. For the Bears, you have Dick Butkus. Next up is Preston Williams and the Dolphins. The Chargers here with a little Mike Williams. DeAndre Baker and the Giants. Daniel Jones and the Giants. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Devin White. Darius Slayton for the New York Giants. Here come the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen. The Saints, little Jordan Humphrey. The Vikings and Alexander Madison. The Rams and Steven Jackson. That's the one I forgot about earlier. That was yours, Alan J. Gardner Minshew, Jags. The Boys with Dak Prescott and another Benny Snell Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That has got us all fixed up for Majestic Football. Now, let's see where the lay of the land is on our on our lovely unpaid stuff. Let's just hope, guys. Let's get our fingers crossed that maybe this stuff has been paid. That'd be so awesome if it had been. And of course it is not. Of course it is not, because that's just the kind of night I'm having, obviously. Okay, so here's a big list of stuff that is unpaid. I need to get a pen and paper and write it down. And we're going to take a look here and give you guys and gals a chance to pick up some teams here. So I'm going to have to write these down as we go because there's a massive amount of this that is setting unpaid right now. So let me figure out what we've got going on. Now, one of these, hang on a minute, guys. One of these is giving me a weird message. It's showing it's unpaid, and then it's also saying to view the PayPal transaction. So maybe somebody hasn't paid with an e-check or something weird. So let me find out what's going on with that, because that did not say that a minute ago, and it does now. So bear with me here a minute. Because if that's the case, that would help, because that's like a dozen or more teams. So let's see what's going on with that first, and then we'll be able to maybe figure out what's what, I hope. Except it didn't take me there. It said go see the PayPal payment, and I clicked on it, and then there's like no PayPal payment to see. So I don't know. It's going to be one of those. It's supposed to be an easy night tonight, right? It was all easy products to open. It was all just supposed to be one easy kind of situation. That's always when you know that it's going to just go right over the cliff into the toilet. And that's it's always the way when you think, oh yeah, I'll plan an easy night. It always goes awry. Let me see if I can find out what is going on with this, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know it is not fun to sit here and wait, and I wish you didn't have to either. But it is a lot of teams on this ticket, so I need to understand what's going on with it. All right, if I can get back in here to lovely eBay, perhaps it will tell me what I can search for or show me or something. Oh, boy. All right, let's go back in here into awaiting payment. There are definitely going to be a few that don't have this on it, so let me go ahead and throw those out there and see if anybody wants them. So we definitely have the Browns in Immaculate Collegiate. That doesn't have any weird message on it. So the Browns in Immaculate Collegiate are available. They last sold on eBay for $49. Let's see what else we've got setting. We have the Mets in Immaculate Baseball. So that is setting, and it last sold for $40 on eBay. So those two are for sure available. And I'm still trying to understand what is going on with this other order. So I am going to have to manually search eBay for it, I think, because it's, again, it's a weird thing. It's showing unpaid and then saying view transaction. So I got to find out what's happening with it. Oh, boy. Okay, so yeah, that looks like somebody paid with an e-check. So just FYI, guys, I don't normally take e-checks for breaks for obvious reasons. But this one's already in there, so we're going to roll with it. And that takes care of a huge amount of our unpaid teams. There's 3, 6, 8 of them are on that. So we don't have to worry about those. Meaning we've only got those two to worry about. The Immaculate Immaculate Collegiate Football for the Browns, and then the Immaculate Baseball for the New York Mets. So if anybody's interested in those, please let me know. Skip Stuff, you are asking about Majestic Football. We just finished that up, and I will, of course, post the video as soon as we finish the breaks tonight, so you'll be able to see it shortly after that. I have been told before, yeah, that you can't rewind in here, so, yeah, that's, I am aware of that. All right, so Alan J., you want the Mets out of Immaculate Baseball. Okay, that'll be yours then for $40. You had a nice Cowboys hit, Skip Stuff, for sure. You had a redemption for the Chiefs. I don't remember for the Texans. So that leaves us with Immaculate Collegiate and the Browns, if anybody wants to pick that up. Meanwhile, Alan J., I'm going to type in my PayPal info for you. And if you want to shoot over the money for the Mets in Immaculate Baseball, that's going to be yours now. And I will go in and cancel that out in eBay. And also get the spreadsheet updated to reflect that that is heading to you, sir. And the Mets will belong to you. Oh, Alan J., that email address should be right above where you type that in chat. I think the email address might have hit right before you typed in that you were asking for it. So just scroll up a hair, and I think you should be able to see it right there, hopefully. And we're going to get the Mets in there for Alan J. real quickly. And that is an Immaculate Baseball. All right, so that's going to be the Mets. All right, that is covered for you, my friend. And then, Dwight, you want the Browns? All right, so the Browns in Immaculate Collegiate are going to go to you, Dwight. Skip Stuff, as soon as we finish the break, I will start the upload. And I mean, like last night it got 90% done, and then YouTube like kicked it out with an error message and had to start over. So if it does that, it can sometimes take 2 or 3 hours. If it doesn't do that, tonight's break's relatively short. I would say it would be up within an hour or so, as long as YouTube doesn't give me any kind of weird, crazy stuff, okay? So, Dwight, you definitely want the Browns in Immaculate Collegiate, is that right? If you do, I'll go ahead and get you typed in for that. They were $49 is what they ended for on eBay. And of course, shipping, I don't, charge you guys shipping when it's picked up in chat. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you want to give me the heads up, yay or nay on that, I will move forward with getting it squared away if in fact you do want it. Yeah, Skip Stuff, that was it. We've just got the Immaculate Baseball for the Mets, which Alan J. picked up, and potentially this Immaculate Collegiate for the Browns. Dwight, if Dwight wants it, it's his, and if he does not want it, then that could possibly be up for you, Skip Stuff, but we're just waiting for Dwight to give us the thumbs up or the thumbs down on it, since he had asked for it first. I appreciate your all's patience with it. I know it's, been a hot mess tonight. We've had to do things out of order and dealing with all this and etc. It's unpaid teams always kind of throw the break into a little bit of disarray. So Dwight, are you a yay or a nay, or what's your feeling on it? I tell you what, while he's thinking about it, let's go ahead and do the Immaculate Baseball. Let me go ahead and get the spreadsheet up for that, and we'll kind of wait here to see what Dwight decides to do on Immaculate Collegiate, or if he doesn't want it, if somebody else does. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Wednesday, hoping to get it all out to you before that, but should be no later than Wednesday unless something unexpected happens. Once again, if you find that you do not get a card, if you don't pull anything in the break, if you get skunked, you will still get a package in the mail, and it will still have cards in it. So this is a 4-box half case. It's loose boxes from a shared case. It is Immaculate Baseball. This is break number 4. Once again, ended tonight on eBay, Saturday night, the 3rd of August, with team names on the left, winning bidders across from on the right. And we did have one team in here that ended up unpaid and resold by second chance, and that was the Mets, and it went to Alan J. All right, so let's roll onward with that. And then we'll just see. Dwight, did you ever decide yes or no on Immaculate Collegiate? You've been kind of radio silent there, my friend, so I don't know if you are in or out or what your sitch is. But it sounds like if you have decided you don't want it, that Skip Stuff would want it. So either way, we'll be able to move onward here shortly. Well, that little paper piece, what in the heck? The paper won't come off of here. What is the deal, man? Crazy. Hi, Rich. I think you're probably right. I think it probably is going to end up going to Skip Stuff. I'm thinking that maybe Dwight has decided he doesn't want it, but we're just waiting to see if he does or doesn't while we're opening this, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. Immaculate Baseball. This is the last I have of this, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I got... it was supposed to be 3 cases, and one of my distributors didn't give me the full case. He only gave me a half case because who knows why. So that's what this is. So instead of getting 3 full this year, we ended up with 2.5. They all have their weird little ways of doing things, those distributors. And they all do it differently. So there's, you can never plan on what's going to happen on any given day. I see some roughness down here in the lower left, a little bit in the upper right, as well as is unfortunately the trend with these thicker cards. There's quite often edge and corner chipping and issues that we find along the way. And that first one out is King Felix for the Mariners. Oh, that's sweet, man. Oh, I love that. That is off of a fielding glove for Kevin Kramer and the Pirates. That is an awesome relic. It is numbered to 8, and it does seem like it has a little bit of an imperfection almost right there where the slash is in those numbers, but it's super minor, and I don't think it detracts at all from the beauty that is that relic. Oh, love that. Love it. Oh, Dwight, you did want it and you're all squared away? All right, brother, let me get it canceled here then real quickly on eBay so that we're all taken care of there. And this brings us to a little Ryan Borucki and the Toronto Blue Jays. And Ryan is numbered to 99 with a relic and autograph. And then we have Frank Robinson for the Reds. That is numbered to 49 for the Cincinnati Reds with Mr. Frank Robinson. Jeff McNeil to 49 for the Mets. And Mr. McNeil has a very nice relic up at the top. 3 colors, some pinstripes to go along with, and of course the hard-signed autograph. And then numbered to 99, Alex Wood for my Cincinnati Reds, who's finally done rehabbing and back pitching. Had a couple of outings so far. Upper right corner a little bit imperfect there. All righty. Numbered to 49, it is Dakota Hudson and the St. Louis Cardinals. We get a little button. Nice. Victor Robles to 10 for the Nats. Lower left, both just a little minor kind of stuff. Again, nothing too outrageous. Numbered to 49, it is Victor Mesa. Miami Marlins relic. I wish that had been autographed for you, Marlins. Caleb Ferguson, Dodgers to 99. That is both bottom corners with a little chipping evident on those. Alan J says, thanks, Mets non-payer for your Jeff McNeil hit. Yeah, Julio Pablo Martinez. That is the Texas Rangers, numbered 249. So that's a cool little hit for Texas. Ronald Acuna, 1 of 1. Oh, well, let's just leave that sit a minute, and I'm going to go get a little case for it. And, yeah, so sometimes loose boxes from a shared case work out, don't they? That's a nice little hit right there. You've got a couple, both the relics are Majestic or a piece of the Majestic logo on them. And then, of course, you've got the hard-signed Acuna autograph, and that's a little 1 of 1. How about that bad boy? Right? I like it. I like it for the Braves. Samantha, I know. We do have to find you some Yankees, don't we? We do have to find some New York in here and some Padres for Rick along the way as well. So we have to get both of those things sorted out here. And next up, numbered to 10, is a relic for Ryan O'Hearn and the Kansas City Royals. Dale Murphy, Atlanta Braves, numbered to 25, trio of relics. My Reds are playing the Braves tonight. Might be over by now, though. I don't know. Billy Martin to 49. Does Billy have a... yeah, there. I was like, where's Billy's team on there? There it is. So we at least have you something for your Yankees with a Billy Martin to 49. And here's a Padre right behind it. Jacob Nix, numbered to 5. We got a bad lower right corner. You can see some chipping and things there along those lower edges, but still low numbered hit. Relic hard signed autograph to 5 for the Padres. Seattle Mariners to 25 with Haniger. And here comes another Padre with Chris Paddock, your pitcher, to 25. That one's a sticker for the autograph, but still a nice little hit to get Paddock out of there. He's been pitching pretty well this year as a whole. All right, last one, last box mojo. Let's see what rolls out of here. Jake Cave to 10, Minnesota Twins. Another Victor Robles, this one to 49, no button on it. Washington Nationals. Carlos Correa to 49 for the Astros, lower left and upper right both show minor signs of chipping and edge issues. Steven Duggar to 99, Giants. Next out, Chicago Cubbies. That is Kerry Wood And you have got a sticker autograph, a pinstripe relic. Card is numbered to 25. And our last out, man, we really did well to have had a half case of loose boxes. Or, you know, we got half of a case. Somebody else got the other half. We got the best half because we got 2 1-of-1s out of our half. This is another 1-of-1. It is Yusei Kikuchi for the Mariners. You've got a really nice, both relics are nice. You've got the autograph, the printing plate, and to get a pair of 1-of-1s out of, you know, half of a shared case, we for sure got the best half of that case. I don't know who got the back half, but I doubt they did as well as we did. That's what I'm saying. All right, so let's recap it. We don't have any redemptions or anything in here, so we can just buzz right along. That is the Padres, the Mariners, the Braves, and the Rangers. Followed by the Padres again, the Yankees, the Kansas City Royals, the Miami Marlins, and the Nationals with the button. I always like getting buttons for whatever reason. That's the Dodgers, the Cincinnati Reds, the Toronto Blue Jays, and this handsome card, which is too big to go really in a sleeve. I'll send it to you in a different way, but I love that relic. That is so nice. That's off of the glove of Kevin Kramer for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Dakota Hudson for the Cardinals. And then we have a little Jeff McNeil for the Mets, Frank Robinson for the Reds, King Felix for the Mariners, Kerry Wood, Cubs, Steven Duggar for the Giants. Then we have the Astros with Correa, Robles for the Nationals, and Jake Cave for the Twins. And our 2 1-of-1s. Yusei Kikuchi for the Mariners, printing plate with 2 relics in there, and the sticker autograph is a 1-of-1. And our other 1-of-1 is Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves with a pair of majestic logos for your relics, hard signed autograph. Just a nice hit. It does have some, you know, kind of predictably bad corners up there at the top, but still overall very, very nice hit. Okay, that is going to take us to Immaculate Collegiate Football. And let me get the spreadsheet updated here to reflect that Dwight picked up that team in second chance. So let's go ahead and get that reflected. And give me a hot second here. And we'll be on our way to Immaculate Collegiate Football. And guys, I appreciate your patience tonight. Listen, I know it's been a trying evening for a number of reasons, but I do really appreciate you hanging in there with me, and appreciate your patience as we got worked through our unpaid teams and rearranged our schedule a little bit to accommodate some of the unpaid stuff. So once again, Wednesday. Hope to have it out sooner. Shouldn't be any later than that unless something really, really unexpected happens. I would expect Wednesday to be on the way to you. Everybody's going to get a package. Even if you don't pull cards in this break, you will still get a package in the mail that will have consolation cards in it that will be headed your way. All right, so Immaculate Collegiate Football. This is a full case break. It is break number 2 of this product. It also ended tonight on eBay, Saturday night, the 3rd of August. And the Cleveland Browns in here are the ones that were unpaid that went out by way of second chance to Dwight. So those belong to you, sir. We hope that you have some good vibe mojo for coming in and picking those up, and also appreciate the fact that we had some willingness from Skip Stuff also, who was ready to step in there if you had changed your mind. So appreciate everyone always who comes along and makes life easier in that regard when we get stuck with stuff. All right, so give me 1 second here. I want to make make sure that I have got everything that I need on my side. All right, so hang on one second. So Dwight, I am not seeing you in here. Did you, you said the PayPal did go through? Because I am not seeing that in PayPal. I just wanted to make sure I had your payment address and everything in there, and I actually don't see the payment in there. So can you please double check and make sure that that went through? I would appreciate it very much. All right, yeah, if you would just double check it, because I see where Alan J's came in, and then there hasn't been anything that it showed has come in since then, and it does, Alan J, I've got your address for shipping and everything, so we're good with it. But if you wouldn't mind checking on yours, Dwight, I would appreciate it, because I always like to just make sure I've got shipping info, because one time I did not do that, and the person who paid did not have their shipping info in there, nor did their name match up with anybody's name that I had on eBay, and I had a really devil of a time then tracking that down and figuring out like where I was supposed to send it and where it was supposed to go. So I've kind of tried to give myself the habit of checking always now to make sure that I either have the address in PayPal, or that I can find it on eBay or something. All right, so this is another product where we've just got one pack per box, or in this case it's one pack per 10. So I'm going to go ahead and be getting all of those out of here and get our seals cut, so once we start looking at it, we can just buzz right on down the road. Oh, Chris, you know what? I always mean to do this, and then somehow I never have time. I need to get somebody to do this for me. Usually I set all these empty things that I don't keep myself. Some of them I keep myself. But like the National Treasures boxes and the Flawless suitcases and the Immaculate tins and all that, I normally set them out with the intent of selling them as empty boxes by the case. And I always mean to list the case of empty boxes when I do the break, and I get busy and I don't do it. But anyway, one of these days I will get that done. I actually have a neighbor who started doing some eBay, and I thought about just like giving her a fee, if you will, and just say, here you go, list all this and sell it for me, and I'll pay you a commission and help me clear some of this out of here. So that's what I need to do probably. So, but yeah, guys, eventually I will get those listed. And it'll be like a case of empty tins from a break, or a case of, the empty suitcases from Flawless, or a case of the empty cigar boxes from National Treasures, or whatever, and that's how it'll work. So, all right. So, Dwight, where are we standing, my friend? What did you find out there? Because right now I'm still not seeing it on my side of things. So we're just kind of waiting on you to come along and give us the 411, if you could, please. All right, we are, as soon as we figure out here if what we've got going on with Dwight and the Browns, will be good to go. Or Skip Stuff. I mean, I don't know if Skip Stuff may already be gone. I don't know if Skip Stuff is still here or not. Oh, Rick, we didn't hit you a Tatis either. I just saw that in chat. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry about that. All right, we are a little bit of a holding pattern here. I guess we can go ahead and start. We'll just keep working our way through things. It'll speed up. It'll speed things up once we get going, I guess. We'll go ahead and get things out and ready. The Browns were 49 on eBay. This has got to have redemptions in it. It's much, see how much shorter it is than all the other stacks. I bet you there's 1 or 2 redemptions in that stack, would be my guess. Seems to be quite a bit shorter. One thing we can talk about while we're waiting to hear from that is that these are collegiate uniforms. So here's what that means to you. It means that these guys, if they are current players, active players in the NFL, it's going to go to their current team. If they are retired players, no longer playing in the NFL, it would go to the team they played for the longest. So that's how that's going to work. Okay, so Dwight, all right, so Dwight, you've got something going on your end and it didn't work out for it to go that way? Okay, then Rich, is Skip still here? If Skip Stuff is still here, then Skip Stuff, yeah, you can absolutely have it. You were next out. I don't know if you were still here or not. And if Skip Stuff is not here, then Mott MTH Howard or MT Howard, Mott MT Howard, I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure, is willing to kind of step into the void. So, Rich, do you know if Skip Stuff is still around? Because it looks like either Skip Stuff or MT Howard, either one. We know MT Howard is here. I can just call you Howard? Okay, good. You know I was butchering it anyway. All right, so Rich, I'm thinking Skip Stuff must not be here. I'm thinking he must have gone already because we haven't heard from him here in a few minutes. So Howard, if you want to pick it up, then that is fine, sir. We will give that to you. I will update the spreadsheet here to reflect that is now going to you. And Dwight, I appreciate your willingness to do it. I don't know what, sometimes PayPal acts weird. I don't know what we've got going on there, but appreciate your willingness to give it a shot anyway. All right, so I've got that now reflected that it is going to you, Howard. No, for sure, Cullen. That's the one when I took it out of the box, I said that has got to have some redemptions in it, right? Because it is really small in comparison to all the others. Normally, we don't see them all out stacked up side by side and everything, but since we're in a little bit of a holding pattern right now. Howard, you saw where I typed in my email address, right? And they are going to be all yours if you can just give me the heads up then. It is 49, and if you want to just shoot it over and then let me know when it's over there, we will be ready to roll on down the road. Yeah, Charles, I think there's definitely a redemption in there. I wonder if there might not be 2, because it looks, a card or 2 shorter than the other stacks. So I'm thinking we may have a pair of redemptions in there. That's what my initial thought was anyway. So that's what I think is going to be the case. But at least we're delaying our gratification on the front side. And then once we get started here in a minute, we will not have to delay it again. Well, at least all this happened on one of the nights where it was going to be a shorter night anyway, right? This would have been terrible if we'd had all this happen on the big night, right? That would have been far worse. I know, Tim. Tim's like, this is torture. I know, man. I'm right there with you. All right, so Howard, he's got it going. All right, good. We're ready to roll. Let's get it done. Okay, so first up here, numbered to 99, is Alvin Kamara. And of course, Alvin is a Saint. Let's just take all of our base cards off the top. Number to 49 for the Giants, that is Saquon Barkley. Numbered to what? Where is the number? 99 is Nick Foles. And, oh, I started to say Eagles, but he's not an Eagle anymore. He's a Jag, right? Nick Foles is Jags these days. Still wanted to say Eagles. Numbered to 99, Carson Wentz. And that's Eagles. And then we have numbered to 99, a little Josh Rosen, who is now a Miami Dolphin. Rich, he feels like he's sitting in a broken red light. I know, man. I'm sorry. I never want it to go the way it went tonight. Trust me when I tell you. It's as bad for me as it is for you. I don't enjoy it either. A 1-of-1 Nike swoosh. That might have been worth waiting for. That is the Eagles and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with a nice little 1-of-1 Nike swoosh. Headed your way. Too thick to go in a sleeve, but I'll get it in an appropriate container here at the end of the break. Numbered to 99, there's Justice Hill for the Ravens. Then we have Devin Singletary, numbered to 30. And Devin is a Buffalo Bill. Calvin Ridley, numbered to 99. Calvin is a Falcon. Numbered to 99, it is Darrell Henderson for the Rams. Look at that patch. Oh, I love that. That is Drew Lock. It's numbered to 5. And that, of course, is the Broncos. Sweet little relic right there. Part of the patch from a bowl game, no doubt. Then we have a duel. This is numbered to 5. We've got Dexter Williams and Miles Boykin on the same card. Now, they don't play for the same team, so that means this is going to sit over here in our little housekeeping area, and we'll deal with it at the end of the break. But Dexter Williams up here on the top is a Packer. Miles Boykin down there on the bottom is a Raven. So he's going to sit there in housekeeping, and we will deal with that at the end of the break. We have another duel here, Derrick Henry, who, of course, is the Titans, and then Mark Ingram. Got some bad edges and corners, by the way. And this card is numbered to 25. And Mark Ingram, is Mark Ingram still a Saint, guys? Did he move around? He's moved around, hasn't he? He's not a Saint anymore, I don't think. So I'll double check him, look him up when we do the rest of our stuff with him at the end of the break. This is Noah Fant. This is another for the Broncos. It's part of the gloves. It's numbered to 36. Another super, super thick card there. Oh, you guys said, he went to the Ravens now. Okay. Mark Ingram is now with the Ravens. All right. Good to know. Thank you. Clelin Ferrell. That is numbered to 99. Clelin is a Raider. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside out again. Numbered to 99. That is the Eagles. Another duel here. It has A.J. Brown, which is the Titans, and DK Metcalf, which is the Seahawks. That is numbered to 99, and that also ends up sitting in housekeeping. A lot of duels in here tonight. Hakeem Butler to 99, Arizona Cardinals. Followed by Devin Singletary, numbered to 99. We already saw a Devin Singletary, didn't we, a minute ago? I think we pulled another one of him. Anyways, Buffalo Bills. Whether we did or whether we didn't, but I think we did. DeAndre Baker, numbered to 49, is the Giants. That's a nice looking card. Kind of loving that. It's Travion Williams. It is numbered to 5. Got the Adidas logo, hard signed autograph, headed to the Cincinnati Bengals. Next up, it is L.J. Scott, and I never ever remember him. L.J. Scott is a Raven, undrafted free agent that went to the Ravens. That is numbered to 99. Next up is Caleb Wilson to 25. Caleb is a Cardinal, Arizona Cardinals, I think. Let me double check that. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't want to quote you wrong. Yeah, he is a Cardinal. There's the redemption. That's what we expected to find in that short stack. Miles Sanders. Miles numbered to 99. Eagles, by the way. Sorry, my mind was wandering for a minute. There's another Noah Fant. It is numbered to 99. Broncos. I was thinking ahead to something else. Sorry. I was thinking about all of that. Terry McLaurin, Redskins, numbered to 99. Sony Michel, numbered to 49 for the Patriots. Corey says LJ is a Brown. Did they trade him, LJ Scott? He's not a Raven anymore. Well, I will set LJ aside then, and we'll go back and double check that. I thought that LJ Scott was still a Raven, but I tell you what. I'm looking for him right now in this pile. And I will find him in here. And set him aside, and we'll double check him, okay? Except, where is he? Why, literally, why do I not see him? He's going to be in the last pile I pick up. Of course he will be, because that's the kind of day this has been. Or the kind of night, I should say. Actually, the day wasn't bad. All right, so we'll set LJ Scott up there, and I'll go up there and double check him. The last I had been aware, he's an undrafted free agent for the Ravens, so that went to the Ravens, so we'll check that out and see. Okay. This brings us to Myles Gaskin to 99, and Myles Gaskin is a Dolphin. Followed by Jarrett Stidham. That is the Patriots, numbered to 99. Then Cullen says he left the Browns. So we'll look him up. We'll look up LJ Scott and get that squared away here momentarily. This is numbered to 88. It is Justice Hill. It is for the Ravens, part of the gloves. Another nice, really thick card. Those have to wait to go in something special. They won't go in a sleeve. Next up is James Williams. James is numbered to 99. And I really don't remember James Williams, where that goes, to tell you the truth. Let's see if I wrote it down. Sometimes I do. Undrafted free agent, Kansas City Chiefs, is James Williams. And then we have Drew Lock out again. Wow, you had a really good night tonight if you're the Broncos. That is numbered to 99. Now we have a redemption to flip over, and then after we look at our redemption, we've got a lot of housekeeping things to do, all these duels to take care of, and LJ Scott to look up. It sounds like he's been a man on the move, so we've got to find out what his sitch is. Meanwhile, Gardner Minshew is our redemption. He's going to be the Jags. That is premium patches rookie autographs. And we'll go look it up on the Panini website to find out what he's numbered to. It's not going to give us the team because it's obviously just going to give us the college team's collegiate product, but we know he's a Jag. So we can label him up anyway. and take a look here. Premium Patches Rookie Autographs is our card set. And let's head over here to the Panini website. And I've got us on the wrong spot. Let's try this again. We get us on the Panini website here. And now we'll be ready to go. So we are in 2019 football Panini Immaculate Collegiate. Our card set, Premium Patches Rookie Autographs. Let's scroll down here and get that. And it is card number 146 is where we should find Gardner. And it says he will be numbered to 99 when you get it. So to 99 on the Gardner Minshew redemption for the Jags. Okay, now we've got loads of housekeeping to take care of. Let's just take care of LJ Scott first. So let me see what I can determine about this happy little fellow here. Because it seems like from what you guys are saying, he's been on the move maybe to 1 or 2 different teams. So let's see what the 411 is on him. Oh, actually, it says he's going to give up football entirely. How about that? Oh, nice. But that was, all right, so he signed with the Ravens, and then as you said, I guess at some point he left and went to the Browns, and now he's quit entirely, I guess. Well, that still nonetheless, I guess, would make him last associated, I suppose, with the Browns, even though it seems he has walked away possibly entirely from football. It seems like he has most recently been a Brown. So then we'll redirect their LJ Scott to the Browns. And my apologies to the Ravens that I read that out incorrectly originally. Okay. Lots of duels here. So here's what we're going to do. We'll first go see if anybody owns both of the teams where they could just take the card outright. If they don't, then we'll go to random.org. So this one involves A.J. Brown and the Titans and DK Metcalf and the Seahawks, okay? And if we have to go to random, I will type it in top of the card, then the bottom of the card. We will do random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. It will only be the third and final random that determines. Now, this card has on it Dexter Williams on the top. And, of course, Dexter is the Packers. And then on the bottom, we have Miles Boykin. Miles is a Raven. It will be done the same way. These 2 will do at the same time if we go to random. I'll type in top, I'll type in bottom. However it comes up will apply to both of those cards. Actually, it can apply to this one too. This is a top-bottom orientation as well. So we have Derrick Henry, Titans on the top, and Mark Ingram, Ravens on the bottom. So that's how we're looking in terms of what our teams are involved with the cards. So now let's go to our spreadsheet and find out what we need to know. So the first one involves Titans and Ravens. The Titans, that's day T20. And our Baltimore Ravens, that is, I can't see what that says, foil 021. Anyways, different team owners. That's the main part we need to know. Then we have A.J. Brown. So that one involves the Titans again, and then DK Metcalf with the Seattle Seahawks. That's Die Hard Doug, so a different team owner there. And then we have Dexter Williams for the Green Bay Packers, which is Cully. I'm going to just abbreviate that. And then Miles Boykin up here for the Ravens. That's foil 021 again. So we do definitely have different team owners on each team for all 3 cards. So we're going to head here to random, and it's going to be super easy, guys. I'm going to simply type in top of the card, bottom of the card, I will hit random 3 times. The first 2 do not count. It is only the third random that determines where this is going to go. All right, good luck everyone who's involved with this. So you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There's 3 times our date and time stamp. It's going to go to the teams on the bottom of each of those cards. Teams on the bottom. So that means this one is going to go to the Miles Boykin spot, which this is in a sleeve, okay? And I will demonstrate that to you. I think everyone would know, surely to goodness, that I would not write on a card, but it's been that kind of day, so there you go. So that one's headed to the Ravens, courtesy of random.org. This one, the bottom bidding position, is the DK Metcalf spot. That, of course, means the Seahawks are getting it. Next up, we have the Mark Ingram Derrick Henry card. And Mark Ingram is on the bottom of that one. So that means, I guess, another one that's headed to the Ravens with the Mark Ingram. And, oh, sorry, once again, sleeve, not the card. So that has those all ready to go. Now we can do a little recapping. Gardner Minshew had a redemption for the Jags. Then we have a Drew Lock for the Broncos. James Williams. And I had to look up James before, and I didn't even retain it after I looked it up. Chiefs. Undrafted free agent for the Chiefs. Justice Hill, another for the Ravens. They had a quite good night tonight as a whole, as did the Broncos. Justice Hill again for the Ravens. There's Devin Singletary for the Bills. Calvin Ridley for the Falcons. Darrell Henderson is the Rams. Sony Michel is the Patriots. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the Eagles. Clelin Ferrell is the Raiders. There's that other really nice looking Drew Lock, Relic to 5. That's also the Broncos. The Adidas Relic, Trayvon Williams and the Bengals. DeAndre Baker is the Giants. Devin Singletary again is the Bills. Hakeem Butler, the Cardinals. Noah Fant is the Broncos. A 1/1 J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with the Nike swoosh for the Eagles. The L.J. Scott, who we have determined, in fact, no longer a Raven, went to the Browns, left the Browns as well, I guess, but was most recently associated with the Browns. So that will, in fact, go to the Browns. Jarrett Stidham for the Patriots. Myles Gaskin for the Dolphins. Caleb Wilson for the Cardinals. Miles Sanders for the Eagles. Noah Fant for the Broncos. And Terry McLaurin for the Redskins. All right, so I guess that has got us covered there. Janik, I did not see your question until just now. The Majestic break, I am going to upload, guys, as soon as we finish tonight. I will start the upload for everything that broke tonight. And that will take anywhere from an hour onwards to get uploaded. It just depends on how quickly YouTube will let it go through, and assuming they don't have any problems. Last night I had one that was most of the way uploaded, probably 90% uploaded, and all of a sudden YouTube gave it an error message and kicked it out, and I had to start the whole thing over, and it ended up taking several hours to get uploaded as a result. But normally, barring any unforeseen circumstances, I would expect that it will be uploaded within, finished, completed, ready to view within a couple of hours, would be my guess. And then you'll be able to see everything on there. Dale, I have no idea what the Broncos spot sold for, to tell you the truth. I never really have time to look at the pricing on this stuff. It's always a pretty tight window getting ready for the breaks and getting the spreadsheets done. And invoices out and all that kind of stuff. I very seldom look at what anything sold for unless it is unpaid. And then I, go look it up, obviously, because we're, in the process of redistributing it, selling it out by way of chat when it's unpaid. But outside of that, I hardly ever know. So I don't actually know. I'm sorry to tell you. But it should show you if you want to go look in completed listings. It should it should show you what it's in there. So, all right, guys, let's take one more pass at the spreadsheet stuff here. And in case anybody missed it earlier, we did update the second chance here on the Browns. As you know, that was the unsold team, and we had a little kerfluffle there as to where it ended up. But several people willing to step in, and thank you all for that. And Howard ended up with it as a second chance offer. So that's what we just finished breaking. And Wednesday is when I expect to have it on the way to you, provided that nothing unexpected happens. I would expect Wednesday would be the latest. I would like to think I can get it out sooner, but to be on the safe side, that's what we're going to say. And if you ended up getting skunked and you didn't pull a card of any type, base or otherwise, in your break, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out with the rest of the break. Finally, what's coming up here in the days ahead. So tomorrow night is an off night, and I think probably, that's a good thing. I don't know. I think we're in one of those bad planetary alignments. I don't even remember what, all these people tell you something's in retrograde or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow night's an off night. Monday night, we'll try it again with a single break of Topps Chrome Baseball Jumbo. On Tuesday, we'll do a half case of TriStar Autograph Mini Football Helmets, a 12-box inner case of Certified Football. On Wednesday, it is an early start, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. We have 2 new releases. We'll open them both, a full case of Tribute Baseball and a half case of Donruss Football, which is 9 boxes. It's an incredible 18-box case, if you can imagine. Got a zillion cards in it. Base cards don't ship in the break. They have their own bidding spot. They do not ship to the teams in that Donruss Football break. Full details, of course, you can find in the listing. On Thursday night, we'll open a 6 boxes in half case quantity. They are loose boxes from a shared case of Gold Standard Football. We'll open a 10-box inner case of Contenders Optic Basketball and another case of Immaculate Collegiate Football. So that is what we are looking like in the days ahead. And I guess that has got me wrapped up for tonight. So thank you all once again. Appreciate your patience, your understanding, and your willingness to step in and take care of those unpaid teams. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. We will be back at it again on Monday night, and we will see you then. Bye.